The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 1, games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024. The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 1 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024. Week 1 Baltimore Ravens at Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL Madden League Season 2-3, 2024 Week 1 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024. Week 1 Carolina Panthers at New Orleans Saints. Week 1 Minnesota Vikings at New York Giants. Week 1 Green Bay Packers at Philadelphia Eagles.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The wait is finally over. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Second down and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, the Chiefs' offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of all-pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. 7 yards there and a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle here to Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They keep it with Henry on first down. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. A first down carry for Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, it's Henry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Henry running right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Pacheco. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, so let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Yellow. Right side. Right side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Only able to gain a couple there, headed second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Henry again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 174 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 57 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And Brown's got it for a Kansas City touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 189 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. Here's 2nd and 3. Henry up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got the first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people out of blitz.
He completes it to Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A give to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Let's go, Baltimore. Let's go, Baltimore. Let's go, baby. Lamar Jackson, let's go.
Had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Baltimore coming up big in this Kansas City game. I smell an upset. Let's go. What happened? Oh, it was an incomplete pass. Oh, that's a rip, man. That's a rip. Oh, that's crazy. That's a rip-off.
They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Oh, that's rip.
It's a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking.
I'd like to welcome everybody to GOAT's International Sports Channel. Leave your messages and also check out my YouTube shorts. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody.
Check this one down to Pacheco. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Also, check out the YouTube channel, too, as well. Catch college football simulations I do, and also the Madden and all the other sports.
They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat. I'm trying to fix my microphone, but I got my microphone, so I can talk on the air.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Room here to run. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself.
I hope you have enjoyed this game and watching it, because I would love to see this real season matchup. It's going to be bomb.
We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet.
All right, we got 101 left. Let's see if the Ravens can make a comeback.
Back and win this game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 21-14, 56 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Karlaftis just does a nice job getting him down. That's something the former first-round pick did a lot of in his sophomore campaign when he recorded 10.5 sacks on the season.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped.
Now, how did he drop that? How did Baltimore drop that? That's crazy. We're gonna go for it again. That's crazy.
You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football.
How did he drop the ball? It's crazy, man.
Stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Now a desperation
We done.
and he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.